So for a couple weeks now, we've been getting constant reports every couple of days now about Republicans in the House and Senate getting ready to defect from Donald Trump. We've talked about the mass resignations that are being predicted, and of course, that little wave is starting. But we're also hearing reports that the Republicans who are staying are going to be turning against Donald Trump very soon. And according to a former Republican senator who spoke to a reporter on the condition of anonymity, he knows exactly when this mass defection against Donald Trump is going to occur. Politico's politics bureau chief, Jonathan Martin, is the individual who spoke with this former Republican senator, and here's what he had to say recently. Quite frankly, I talked to a former GOP senator. They said two words to me: filing deadlines. Why do filing deadlines matter? Because what the senator was talking about was the filing deadlines for primaries next year, which is to say, when that clears, when that passes, when these lawmakers know who is or is not running against them in primaries next year, then you'll see even more freedom, even more independence. Let me read more. Once the filing deadlines have passed, members of Congress will be able to gauge how much of a threat their challengers are and use that information to determine how much they can defy Trump. There would also not then be the possibility that Trump could back a new candidate against them if there is not already a serious challenger, or at least not for 2026. Martin went on to say these guys care about their seats, about their elections. If they see that they don't have a primary challenger by a date certain next year, 2026, they can start saying what they actually think about what, George Will calls the moral slum of this administration. Now, that's an interesting theory, and I do think it has a lot of merit. And before I continue, let me go ahead and make sure everybody's on the same page. When we talk about potential Republican defections or even more resignations, we're not talking about like half the Republicans in D.C. are going to turn against Trump or leave their jobs. We're not even talking about 20% of them. We're talking maybe 5%, maybe on a good day 10%. And we're not even saying they're going to go against Donald Trump on every single issue.